Good Friday evening, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Shelby Sheehan.
And I'm Joe Hart. Here's what's happening tonight. Vacation home rentals are going back to South Lake Tahoe City Council after the City Council voted this week to uphold a court ruling that overturned the controversial Measure T. News 4's Sophie Lincoln has been following this story closely and has the latest reaction tonight from the city and also from homeowners.
South Lake Tahoe City Council voted not to appeal the court's decision to overturn Measure T, thus resuming vacation home rentals here in South Lake Tahoe. But what exactly that will look like going forward remains to be seen. In its special meeting on Tuesday, the City Council voted 4-1 against appealing the ruling that deemed Measure T unconstitutional.
It's been a long 7 years, and it's time to put the community back on the right track.
Measure T was narrowly passed in 2018, effectively phasing out vacation home rentals, or VHRs, in residential areas of the city by the end of 2021. It was pushed for by residents who said the frequent rental of their neighbors' homes to vacation goers was a nuisance to the community. Over the past 7 years, some community members, including the South Lake Tahoe Property Owners Group, have fought against the ordinance, ultimately bringing it to court, which found that the Measure T was unconstitutional in its violation of the Commerce Clause by favoring local residents over out-of-state property owners.
We want to make sure that we implement a code that we can enforce to support the VHRs, but also preserve the quality of life in our neighborhoods.
But after several years with the ban in place, it's unclear what bringing the rentals back will look like. In the meantime, the city has instated a 45-day moratorium on the VHRs.
We will discuss potential changes that the council may want to consider to the ordinance. Those things could include what residential zones and neighborhoods they want to allow VHRs in. Do they want to reestablish a new cap for how many we would allow in the city?
The South Lake Tahoe Property Owners Group hopes the city will return to a previous ordinance it had before Measure T.
There was a fine system in place. We want them to go back.
The South Lake Tahoe City Council is scheduled to meet on April 22nd, and that's where it will discuss various options in terms of moving forward without Measure T. Reporting in South Lake Tahoe, Sophie Lincoln.